and welcome to F1 Now. In this video, we're going to be talking about the first day done in Japan with the first two practice sessions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so both practice sessions got underway, and I must say the first was very telling about what we should expect as the race weekend progresses. But the second was just the show of red flags, with the field losing about 38 minutes to red flags. So the first session was pretty much standard procedure, McLaren setting the pace with Norris. McLaren looked to have no issues with the cars and just having to pile on more performance as we go. But the drivers were pushing the limits and having to find that the track is still green and doesn't have that much speed yet. Now in the second session, Piastri came up top. But maybe that would have changed if the session was normal with no red flags. Mercedes interestingly seems to be right there with McLaren or slightly behind. They had a quiet but very productive day with Russell putting on impressive pace. So you can expect Russell to be in the fight this weekend with the W16 because it's been a breeze. His teammate Antonelli was not far off as well, just where you would expect him to be. Red Bull, on the other hand, to me have been half and half. Now on Verstappen's side of the garage, it's been a tricky start. They were a long way off McLaren and Mercedes in the first session, and Verstappen was fighting the car in the first session in pursuit of the perfect balance. But I wouldn't be surprised seeing them close the gap for practice 3. On Yuki's side of the garage, it's been all about building confidence, and I'd say he's done a pretty good job so far in both sessions. He's been slowly finding his way and seems to be right there with Verstappen. Now this is a positive because he's responding well to the car, and Red Bull doesn't have to deal with troubleshooting his way to understanding the car. Yuki has also commented about the fact that his first few runs with the RB21 have been nothing surprising. Not a huge difference to the sim and the actual car, just a couple exaggerations in the car characteristics. It seems he's coping quite well with the car. Now Ferrari, I would say, are in a similar boat as Red Bull. Based on the first session's results, they are a few tenths off and are just going to have to put in the hard graft to also find a good balance. This could quickly turn into a scary situation for them because they have to show a turnaround of performance this weekend in order to not fall back further behind the leading pack. They are definitely one of the ones that needed a smooth FP2 in order to continue fine-tuning. So as things stand, McLaren are looking good with Mercedes, while Ferrari and Red Bull have some work to do to cover ground. And there is pressure mounting because you have cars like the Racing Bulls and a lone Aston Martin looking rapid out there. So that also is a sign that Liam has hit the ground running at VCarb and is looking like his old self we saw last year. This move for Liam, although embarrassing, has shown to be a great confidence booster, and I think he's going to do well in quali and the race. Now going back to the second session, between grass fires, Duhan having a crazy shunt into the barrier at turn 1, and Alonso having a rare off-track moment, we haven't got to see the team's learnings from the first session. We don't know how far, if they've even progressed, and they won't be happy about the situation either because they don't have much long-run data to go with, and that might be the thing that gives us an explosive race on Sunday. So it's definitely all up in the air right now. Now that is it for the first day of running in Japan. With a lot of red flags stopping the teams in FP2, it sets up a high pressure FP3 with teams having to do double the work. So with that, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Once again, thank you and bye for now.